Hey guys, welcome back to the Snap Ring Chronicles, and we're coming back at you with another Ratchet video. And today we have a Williams, and this Ratchet happens to be the BB-52A, made in USA. But before we jump into it, if you could do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, give me the HBO special. HBO special stands for Help a Brother Out. Help a Brother Out special. Help a brother out by hitting the like and hitting the subscribe. It's free, so I don't know what you're waiting for. I really appreciate you if you did hit those buttons. Okay, we have this Williams here, and if you know Williams, it kind of looks familiar. The B-52 series, it looks familiar, but it's not what you think. It kind of looks like this, which is the old venerable B-52, but totally different mechanism inside. I've done, I think, a couple of videos on this type of ratchet. This is probably one of my favorite ratchets, this mechanism and the look of this B-52, the B-52 series of ratchets. And they have a whole, they have the 1/2 inch, the 1/4 inch. This is the 3/8 one, but let me not get too much into this one because we're gonna check out this one. This one here is a bit different than the one we just saw, even though it might look a little similar. It is a round head, has this cross kind of switch, which the other one had also. This is made in USA, has a 2. This is a snap-on 2 date code, and that 2 corresponds to 2002. So this is a 2002, I think in the 90s, thereabout. Williams was purchased by Snap-on, and I think they're still making, according to Amazon, this model and these ratchets are still available, new, I would suppose, if they're on Amazon, and they are a very good price option. This ratchet here, 3/8 black, is $35, made in USA on Amazon, which if you look at made in USA and all the other made in Taiwan, blah blah blah, those are going for like, made in Taiwan is going for like $35 now. A lot of them are up in that price range for a 3/8 ratchet. So I don't know, it seems a no-brainer that if I was looking for just a basic ratchet in that $35 range, I would much rather have a USA ratchet than a Taiwan ratchet. Not taken away from Taiwan, because we know that they make a good quality product, but I don't know, there's something to be said for made in USA, since it's so rare nowadays, especially at this price point, $35. And there's a screw here, and the screw is a weird size. This is a 7/64 hex key, and this is the size that fits in this screw. And we'll take that out, and like, I want to keep my finger on it because I don't want it to pop out. I'll keep my finger on the switch, and this is what the screw looks like. Did they put, I think they had some type of thread lock on it, if I do remember. And here is, you pry this up, and what do you see? You see a FACOM style of mechanism, and this just drops out, and here's the mechanism. Has like a heart spring, and there's a pawl that slides on a shelf, slides back and forth. That's the thing about these, is that you want to keep them pretty clean and well lubricated. This one, they came with like a little bit of grease on it. I would recommend a light oil for these. I've seen these bind up because the oil gets hard. I mean, the grease will get hard, and it'll make it hard for this pawl to slide back and forth. So I have seen binding on these type of ratchets. And the pawl, the spring, the two prongs of the spring go into the hole of the pawl, and the pawl is oriented a certain way. It has like a cut edge there, you see at the bottom, kind of a slanted edge that goes towards the back of the mechanism, like that. And the square edge here goes towards the front. This is what the spring looks like. The pole is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Something like 16 or 17 teeth on the pole. Here's a better look at the back. You can see that slanted edge. It's the bottom of the pole. And here is the mechanism body, the anvil mechanism body has a pretty well centered detent ball there. Doesn't look too bad, feels okay, pretty decent. The machining looks pretty good. This one also has a gasket, kind of rare in a round head ratchet to find rubber gaskets, but this one has one over here. Let me get a pointer to make sure you see it. Right here, no, right here actually. You see this rubber portion here? That's a gasket there. And also has a gasket on the switch. Here's the gasket on the switch, the rubber part here. And here's the protrusion that fits on the bottom edge of the heart spring. And when you switch it, that's what slides the spring, slides the pawl from side to side to get that, to get it ratcheting to switch sides for the mechanism. This is what the switch looks like. Let me just see real quick. This is not steel or metal or ferrous metal. It does not attract a magnet, so this is non-metallic. This switch spring is metallic, of course. The pole, and this, of course. And let's look at inside the mechanism here. I'm not sure if this, it looks pretty ambidextrous because you see a cutout around the edge here. There's also a cutout around the edge there, around the same depth on both sides. So I would say most likely that you can either put it in either way. I like putting things in the way they came out, so the Williams would be where the switch goes on top like that. So that's how it'll go in. Like I said, I usually like putting things in the way they should be, or they usually come out. And the broaching is pretty nice on this ratchet. The teeth are small, but all nicely done. It's like well done. Is the thick walls too to the sides of the ratchet, so all in all pretty decent. Not sure how many teeth on this, maybe 60 or 72. I know I get in trouble by guessing. People complain. They're like, oh, can't you just do that beforehand? Count the teeth. And yeah, I guess lazy preparation. But if I had to bet, probably like 72 teeth on this ratchet. And this is the black finish one, like I said earlier. And here's the handle. Has a knurled handle. Not too bad. Kind of seems regular. You see the edge is kind of wavy, kind of goes in and out. Here the lines are kind of not so well cut there. I don't know, I'm nitpicking. I kind of like doing that nitpicking stuff, but that's just the way it is. If it's like that, it's like that. You know, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's great handle. You can see it's, like I said, the edge there looks a little sloppy, and some of the lines over under are not the greatest. Like here, overall, it's regular. And there we go. Pretty neat ratchet. I like it. It's it feels and it just looks like quality. It's not a piece of you know, of crap. Just seems like decent. To put it back together, you take the heart spring, you put it in the hole, make sure that the back edge, that cut edge, angled edge there is in the back, and you sit that on top of the ledge there. And another thing they did here, which is pretty good, is that they did a cutout over here, and that helps when you put this together, because you have to angle this protrusion to get into the heart spring, and that little cutout there helps to get that protrusion to seat in there better. And this one goes on the bottom, so go like that. And see, you have to angle the switch to make sure that protrusion, like I said, gets inside the spring. And you want to hold it because the spring wants to like come out. And now you tighten your screw. The thing about the ratchet is that it tightens up to a point, I think. Let me see if I over tighten it. I know, like on some ratchets, if you over tighten it, you won't. Yeah, it's really tough now to ratchet. So you gotta like tighten it, get it to the bottom, and then give it like a little slack on the screw. And then it's pretty tight there, not too much wiggle. It's a little tight. If you want, you can go a little bit further. If you want it nice and loose, that's a little bit better there. And you can hear it. It's pretty fine tooth. Switch it. Oh boy, I did something wrong. I did something wrong. Maybe I didn't seat that. Well, here we go again, opening it up. Let me see. if I can get this right. Okay. No, it's not working out right. Let me try it again. Okay. Yep. Yep, folks, this is live. This isn't on recording. There we go. See if it's switching now. There we go. Now it's switching. Let me see if it bottoms out again. You know what? It doesn't bottom out. I guess they kind of fixed that in this mechanism, where on earlier ones, if you tighten the screw too much, you wouldn't be able to turn it. It would be really tight. But this one, I bottomed it out and I'm able to turn it every which way with no problem. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, there you go. There's the Williams BB-52A with all my glitches and mistakes in the mix. Alright guys, until next time.